Okay, welcome, my Photonauts, to Straight to the Point Tutorials. Jose says hello from the beautiful, amazing city of Madrid, Spain. Today I will be retouching this portrait. Okay, guys, welcome back. As you can see right now, the photograph I have in Photoshop because this is the program I will start using to retouch this photograph. I will not only use Photoshop. I will use also another program called Portrait Pro. The reason I'm using both is because I want to do specific things in each of them. In Photoshop, the plan is to fix this area here. What I mean by fixing is removing this and and try to match the color after I remove it. I'm not, at least in Photoshop, I'm not looking to, do it in the perfect way or to match exactly the skin tone and things of that nature. I just want to remove it because Photoshop is great at that and Portrait Pro not. So I want to use the best of both. Again, some of you might argue me that, will say, hey, Jose, you can do everything in Photoshop. That's fine. It's true. You can do everything. I mean, all of it. You can get this portrait totally transformed, or you can fix very conservative, retouching. But I find it that it's very time consuming to use Photoshop for this. It can deliver great results, but in the practice, at least for me, it have worked very well to use a plugin, external plugin, because I can open Portrait Pro from Photoshop as a plugin and work on it and return the photograph back to Photoshop. So I think that if you're a beginner, intermediate, even an advanced photographer, try it. It helps. I think the software Portrait Pro does a tremendous job, great job, and the artificial intelligence is really great. So let me just stop talking and go straight to the point so you can see the program working. So we'll duplicate this layer and then probably like that. I will zoom in and I will use the spot healing brush tool. I will use this brush tool to brush these hair strands. Um, I will lower the size a little bit like that. And I will do this with most of them of this area in here, right? Especially this area. So I will do that one by one. I will recommend you guys to take more time, be more detailed as you can be, because in that way you will work smarter. You won't need to go back and try to fix it or start all over again. That that's the thing that sometimes happen, right? So I will keep doing this. I will try to remove all the hair strands, and you see the problem I have right now here is that it's copying, is cloning from the blemishes. So I will stop doing it right now, and I will use another tool. I will let you know. So I will keep on doing the other ones, and then I will put this now in uh, fast motion, right? So you can see what I'm doing, but in a reduced time. So the next step right now is to add a new layer, and I will switch tools. Then I will move to the clone stamp tool. In this tool, I will use a very low opacity, like 18%, And let me zoom out with a big brush at this distance or this zoom amount. What I want to do here is just to match the color or the light pattern. You see that this is really bright here. I think the flash hit her forehead, and then this was maybe gel that they used to comb her hair. But fine, I will try to match this area to what's going on in here, and the same here. So for that, I will use the clone stamp. So I will start cloning like that, clicking. I hit the Alt key to select an area. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Then here, the same. Again, remember, I'm not concerned about texture or having it perfect or fixed. I just want the color to match. Okay, like this. Okay, now let me zoom out. Yes, I will now increase the brush size like this, and I will click like here and then go and do this. Okay, and this little piece of hair here, I will do the same. I just want to clear it a little bit. All right. All right. So this line here is bugging me. So I will fix it. This line will show. So I will zoom out and do random clicks. Yeah, until it disappeared. Fine. That I like it. All right. So let's now move to Portrait Pro. What I will do before opening Portrait Pro, I need to merge these two layers. And one thing I forgot to mention, guys, is that when I did the clone stamp, I forgot to tell you that the settings over here where it says sample, when you select the clone stamp, you need to set it to current and below. By default, it's always in current layer, so you need to switch it to current and below to do it that way. Before moving into Portrait Pro, as I said, I need to merge these two layers. Click on the first layer. There are several ways to do it, but this is the way I do it when there are only two layers to merge. I will click on the first one and then right click and merge down, select merge down. And then this is the photograph. With this one selected, with this layer selected, I will open Portrait Pro. I will go to filter, and then in this part, there's the software. So I will select Portrait Pro, and then the program will start detecting the faces. Okay. All right. Sometimes this happens, not all the times, but seems that the program is not able to scan and select the face. But that's fine. They give you the option to cancel, discard, the outlines and do it from scratch. So I will do that right now. I will click on discard, and then I will manually locate the face. I will click in here. It's a female, and then it will give you instructions. The left corner of the left eye. Okay, so it's this one here. Now the right corner of the right eye. Now the tip of the nose. Okay, nose tip. Now left corner of the mouth. There. Left corner of the mouth. There. And then I want to line up the outline of the eye to where it should be. And this is the fine tuning of the outline. So this is the way to do it. Okay. Then when this one is fine, okay, in this area, I will lower this one a little bit more. I hit space bar, and then I do the same with the other eye. Okay. So I am fine tuning the outlines, and this is really important. Why? because this is the reference. These are the reference areas for each of the sections. I will be enhancing the eyes in this one, so I need to have this part really good or as close as possible. So this one is fine there. Okay. Typically, this will automatically scan and propose you some outlines, and fine tuning part will take less time. But in this case, it didn't happen. So that's the reason I'm taking more time, but that's fine. I think it's good that it happened. So if you come across this situation, you know what to do. Okay, now I hit spacebar. This is mouth open. Yes, I need to fix it. Yes, why not? I need to move these outlines to the spot and the areas they need to be. Let me lower this one a little bit more. And yes, the nose is fine in there. Yeah, it's fine. Spacebar again. And then I will move this one because this is my hairline. Okay. Over here. Okay, I will put this one here. This one here. This other one here. The chin, I have to, okay, there you go. Here, here, and here. Okay, I think it's about right. Then spacebar. Okay, so it should open now. All right, so these are the outlines on the left side. I have the previous one, and this is the after. This is the part I will start applying presets, and this is the speed part. You will see what I'm talking about. All the time removing this area and fixing the outlines will pay its price over here. Is go to presets, okay? And then I will apply a standard preset. Okay, it did something. It's not the end. So now I will switch because the preset, okay, this standard preset, what it did is apply some settings in each of these areas, or at least in the first one, first three, and mouth and sometimes the eye. So the face sculpting is the one that fixes kind of the proportion of the faces. I think it's doing it a little bit too much. If I turn it off, you see, this is, I will leave it off. I think it's fine, right? Her sheen line is great. So I will now move to the skin smoothing. In this area, I will move the fader all the way up around to 80%. Okay, this is fine. I like what it's doing. If you think it's too much, you can lower it. It's okay. But still, this part needs a little bit of retouching. All right. So I will click this touch up. I will use a brush around the strength in 14. This brush size is fine. And I will start painting. Click the mouse. Clicking on the mouse and using this tool. I'm just clicking over these areas. All right. I'll zoom out. You see how it looks much better. You can compare it to the one on the right side. So I will decrease the brush size or fix it here and here. Let me now do some here. I'm just clicking. I'm just clicking here. Okay, I think I like it the way it is. If you think it's too much, you move it back a little bit more. So I like it in 80. Okay, it's transforming it. Okay, but it's fine. I think still you can identify the same girl, right? Okay, so what's next? From here, I think you can use it. If you want this photograph the way it is, with no makeup, nothing more, it's fine. You just go back to Photoshop. But I will apply some other stuff to show you guys why this program is really cool. I will switch back to presets, close the global ones, and go to eyes. In here, I will click on this brighten and sharpen. And this is really important because if this outline is not okay, for example, like this, you see this part in here is not good. So I need to fix it the way it should be. Now it's good. So that's the reason you need to take your time in, putting this outline in the proper way. Okay. Fine with presets, back to controls. Let me do some makeup. First of all, lipstick. I will open lipstick. I will apply lipstick. I think the color I will probably want to use is more to the reddish, more red. I think it's fine in there, not too much. The young girl. Okay, there. Um, Lipstick. Also, I will use eyebrow pencil. Okay, you see the changing here. I think it there is fine. That color, I like it. I will use a blusher. Okay, but then I will switch that color to something more into there. I think it's fine. Yeah, this one helps there. Okay, and eyeshadow. I think I like this one. The shape, I want to use an almond shape. Upper, lower, I don't want lower. A little bit of eyeliner. There you go. Look, she's beautiful the way uh, they shot the picture, but she is now enhanced, right? Because these are her attributes. So this is the way to do it. If you don't want to use the makeup, do not use it. For example, I can get rid of the blusher. I don't want the blusher to be there. I think that one is fine. And that's it. You know, that's the way. It's really fast to do it. Just moving some sliders in here, controls. You can fine tune whatever the preset did over here. When you edit a preset, for example, you remember I used this standard one, and then you like the fix that you did over here, you can save this as a preset. You go back here, you go to manage, and then you can save that as a preset. But then I will show you how to do it in a different tutorial. So now to move back to Photoshop, I just have to click on this button here that says return from plugin, and then it will move back to Photoshop. And there you go. There's the picture in Photoshop. And from here, you can do whatever you want. We came from this photograph and converted in this other photograph. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching the tutorial. If you like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I see you in the next straight to the point tutorial. God bless you all. Bye-bye.